Hey friends, let's talk about some of the new things that I did in Walt Disney World in 2025. Every year I have a goal to do 10 new things during that year at Walt Disney World, and then at the end of the year I put together a video talking about these new things. This year I think I did 12 new things, so we got a lot to talk about. Now, some of these things are new to the Walt Disney Park, some of them are just new to me. I have an app on my cell phone, it's called Mouse Life, and I love to use this app just to kind of look over what I have done at Walt Disney World and things that I haven't yet done at Walt Disney World so that I can pick out some new things to do. For transparency's sake, I was gifted this app. However, this is something that I would pay for with my own money, and it's an app that I really enjoy because I love seeing how much of Walt Disney World I have done. And guess what? I haven't even done that much of it. So, let's talk about the new things. First new thing I did at Walt Disney World, and I'm not 100% sure this one counts, but I did run my very first half marathon ever, and I did it at Walt Disney World during the Princess Half Marathon. Now, I have done several Run Disney events in the past. I've done 5Ks, I've done the Princess Yoga, but this was a little bit different because obviously it was longer. It was really pushing myself to do something that I have never done before, and I had a great experience. So here's some information about it. 2025 is the first time that I have done a half marathon at Walt Disney World. Now, I have done Run Disney events in the past and have done 5Ks as well as the Princess Yoga. Like the other Run Disney events, the half marathon occurs very early in the morning. Along the way, Disney provides you with lots of entertainment like character meetings, DJs, bands, lots of different things to encourage you to keep running. I definitely enjoy all of the Run Disney events and recommend them. Disney also opened up 2 lounges in 2025, the Beak and Barrel and Geo 82. Beak and Barrel is the new Pirates of the Caribbean lounge that has opened in the Magic Kingdom. They serve alcoholic drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, and small bites. The rules at Beak and Barrel are very similar to Oga's Cantina. You can only order 2 drinks and you can only stay there for 45 minutes. The bites and mocktails were a little bit adventurous for my taste buds, so I ended up only getting a Diet Coke when I went, but it was served in a copper glass and it was extremely cold. The backstory is that this lounge was opened by Captain Mary Goldwyn, and there is a fun parrot animatronic named Rummy that makes appearances. Geo 82 is a new lounge that opened up in EPCOT. This lounge is a little bit different in that it is for 21 and up. I had a little bit of trouble finding this one at first, but if you enter where Project Tomorrow is in Spaceship Earth, you will see it to the side. In my opinion, this was a more fancy experience than Beak and Barrel. When you entered, they gave you a warm towel to wipe off your hands. The decor is very Spaceship Earth and EPCOT themed. In fact, a lot of this decor is stuff that I would love to have in my own personal house. The EPCOT wall accents, the chandeliers, it was just beautiful inside. Just like Beak and Barrel, they have cocktails, mocktails, and small bites. I only got a charcuterie board while I was here, but it was a very good charcuterie board. However, I did find the prices to be a little bit steep. That being said, I've heard that the bartenders are great and the people who were drinking seem to really be enjoying their drinks. They also offer a fireworks experience that I have not done, but they do have these large windows that are overlooking down where World Showcase Lagoon is. This experience includes champagne, light bites, and sweets and costs around $179 a person. Now, I'm fortunate to be able to say that I have ridden all of the current rides at Walt Disney World. But this year, Disney did do a refurbishment on a ride, so I did ride the newly updated version of Test Track, which we're calling Test Track 3.0. It was so exciting to get to ride the new Test Track 3.0. This ride has a 40-inch height requirement, and it has been a very popular thrill ride in EPCOT for many years. However, it recently had a refurbishment. This refurbishment was really a glam up, and it brought back some elements of older EPCOT. It incorporated upgrades like new technology that is shaping the world. There is this really cool 29,000 lights moment where Imagineers are showing you how that vehicles can see with cameras. And of course, there is a high-speed outdoors part where you hit around 65 miles per hour. In 2025, Zootopia 2 was a very big movie, and Disney did some stuff with that movie in their theme parks. So the attraction that used to be It's Tough to Be a Bug in the Animal Kingdom was redone to be Zootopia Better Together. Zootopia Better Together is in the Tree of Life, and the movie posters that used to be around it for It's Tough to Be a Bug have been updated to reflect the current show. I always liked It's Tough to Be a Bug, but I found the new show to be very good, funny, and very kid-friendly. It is still a 3D show and still has some of the special effects like It's Tough to Be a Bug had, but I think it would be less scary for smaller audiences. And there's a really cool giant Clawhauser animatronic. On top of that show, there also was some amazing live entertainment that Disney came out with in 2025, and I can't wait to talk about this. I would be betting that most people who grew up a Disney adult watched The Little Mermaid show in Hollywood studios and loved it. I know I had a special fondness for this show because I remembered watching it growing up and how much it meant to me. This show closed in 2020, and this year Disney came out with a new reimagined version of this show, The Little Mermaid and Musical Adventure.
Oh, cool! The surface again, didn't you? Didn't you?
Tony, I'm 16 years old. I'm not a child. Legs are wired for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the...
Okay, boy. Hey! Listen to me. The is always greener. It's so the solution to your problem is quite simple. Become a human yourself. I'm gonna kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Not only did Hollywood Studios get the new reimagined Little Mermaid show, but they also got one of my new favorite shows on Disney property, Villians Unfairly Ever After. Villains Unfairly Ever After is a wonderful show. The backstory behind this show is that you have the evil queen's mirror, and all of the other villains are trying to come and talk to the mirror, and they're trying to figure out which one of them is the most redeemable. So 3 of the villains end up doing live performances during this show. You have Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent. At the end of the show, there's audience participation, and you vote for who you think is the most redeemable of those villains. The music in this show is phenomenal and gets stuck in my head every time, and there are so many special effects. You have a ton of screens that just come alive with villains. There's even special effects in the wallpaper in the room. Bubbles filled with smoke, smoke rings. Highly, highly recommend this show. It is back behind where the rock and roller coaster is. You guys, seriously, I love that show so much that since it has come out, I have seen it multiple times every trip. But we can't not talk about, in my opinion, one of the biggest things that Disney dropped in 2025, and that is Disney Starlight Dream the Nights Away. Disney finally brought back a light-up nighttime parade. Now, this parade has met some mixed reviews by a lot of people in the Disney community, and it's been compared to the Main Street Electrical Parade and to Spectro Magic, which honestly are really high standards to compare it to. But I personally love Disney Starlight, and I love that there is a nighttime parade now in the Magic Kingdom.
Father, I'm real!
Are you? Oh, go on, make a wish.
There's a lot of people looking at me, and it's freaking me out.
I can't wait to tell Mama Coco about our adventure! Flying home from the stars with all our friends! There's so many stars!
Another new to me experience that I did at Walt Disney World was one of the enchanting extras, and this is the Caring for Giants at the Animal Kingdom. As I mentioned, this was an enchanting extra at the Animal Kingdom, and it was a 60-minute guided experience that talked to you about the Animal Kingdom's different African elephants. It was so fascinating to hear about all of Disney's conservation work and all of the research that they're doing on the elephants. Like an elephant collar that I got to take a picture with and research that they did surrounding that collar, or the research that they did on elephants and bees that helped farmers in Africa. The cost of this tour was $39 per person. Tax was not included. But I highly recommend this tour. It was great. I really loved Caring for Giants, and I look forward to trying some of the other Animal Kingdom experiences in the future. I also tried 4 new restaurants in 2025. Well, one of them was Tusker House, which I've had their breakfast, but I tried their lunch and dinner buffet, which is vastly different from their breakfast, so I am counting it as a new experience. If I were to rank those restaurants, I would go with number 1 being Tusker House, number 2 being Napoli, number 3 Tiffins, and number 4 Ellen Compass. I had one of my best dining experiences ever at Disney World at the Tusker House, and this is a character meal that I went to by myself. So I was already a little bit nervous about going to a character meal alone, but it ended up being a fabulous experience. The Tusker House is located in the Africa section of the Animal Kingdom, and it has this wonderful lunch and dinner buffet. I've also had the breakfast, which was great, but I really loved the lunch and dinner. There are many food options, and as a picky eater, I was a little bit concerned that it would be a little too adventurous for me, but I found a lot of things that I really liked and enjoyed. All of the food was seasoned perfectly. Another thing to note about my time at Tusker House was all of the cast members that were there were extremely friendly and welcoming, and I had such positive interactions with all of them. The character interactions were so much fun, and I really enjoyed seeing Mickey and the gang in their safari outfits. I also happened to go between lunch and dinner time, and it wasn't very crowded, and I got to see the characters multiple times. This became one of my favorite character meals on Disney property. I went to Napoli in February on the trip where I ran the half marathon, and part of why I did that, which this is not going to sound like the most healthy option in the world, but I got a pizza at Napoli. I had a lot of it left over. I took it back to my hotel, and I had cold pizza before the half marathon, and that was my breakfast that morning, so it worked out for me. Napoli, rumored to be the best pizza in all of Walt Disney World. It is cooked in wood ovens, and the flour is imported from Italy. And let me say, this was a really good pizza. Now, I love pizza, whether it be a puffy pizza in the theme parks, be Napoli, Pizza Ponte in Disney Springs, or a resort pizza. But being someone who has eaten pizza in Italy, I would say that this pizza was very authentic tasting. Is it a little more pricey? Yes, it is. But it is cheaper than a flight to Italy. I always wanted to eat at Tiffins just because the name sounds similar to my name. I will be honest, I was a little bit disappointed in Tiffins. And I was kind of shocked by that, but it was a very good meal. I think I had my bar set very high because I love the Nomad Lounge so much. I went to Tiffins, which is attached to the Nomad Lounge. Honest review, it was good, but it's probably not something that I would have in my everyday park rotation. I got the Tiffins Signature Burger, which is a beef and bacon blend with aged cheddar, and it's on a Parker House bun. I've heard this described as the best burger in Walt Disney World. I'm not sure if I would say that was true or not. It was a good burger. It also was a very expensive burger, though. My favorite meal in the Animal Kingdom is over next door at the Nomad Lounge. I will get a kid's meal with the teriyaki chicken, and that's only cost me $15. And then I will have dessert, $10 for churros. Alright, I put El Encompass in last place, and it was a good meal, but I'll explain to you why I put it in last place here. With El Encompass, I accidentally messed up and did not go during the discounted time. I thought the discount was only for dinner, but the discount was excluding dinner. Anyways, that discount isn't available anymore. Did I have a good meal at the El Encompass? Yes, I did. Was the steak wonderful? It really was. Is this high on my return to list? No, it's not. Here's the reasoning. If I'm going to spend that much money, while this was a nice fancy experience, I want something that screams Disney. My husband loves to cook steaks. I can have steaks pretty frequently if I want. What I can't have all the time is food that you can only get at Walt Disney World. But if you're watching this and concerned that my steak isn't cooked enough, this is how I ordered it. I prefer a rare steak. I had some really wonderful experiences in 2025, and one of my favorite parts about my Disney experiences in 2025 is sharing them with you guys. I love vlogging on my trips. I love going back and making these videos. So if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Your support means so much to me, and I really appreciate it. I am wishing you all a healthy, happy, and wonderful 2026.